but I'm glad that I'm able to talk about when I come back, you know.
Okay, so is there plans for a new show, or are you coming back to the Wendy Williams show?
Coming back to the Wendy Williams show. Absolutely. Absolutely.
I have some big news for you. Starting in September, I am debuting my own talk show, Sherri! I have always wanted to do a talk show, even before...
Wendy Williams basically said that she was coming back to her show. I thought the problem that I had with what was going down yesterday was Sherri Shepherd. Sherri Shepherd, by all accounts, is a really nice person. But for her to say, you know, Wendy is not well, I don't think that's her place to say that. I just didn't think it was a smart move because...
She didn't have to be Wendy. She didn't have to do what Wendy did. Their goal, though, was to find something that was going to make us have to tune in to hear what Sherri was going to say, see, or do. And I think that's where they fail.
Hey, Wendy. How you doing?
Fine, thanks.
You looking good?
Thank you. Can I have your hand? To do a talk show. Even before I joined The View in 2007, I wanted this job bad. I'm telling you, I call Barbara every day. About 4 years ago, I started telling God, I said, Lord, I want to talk.
AB, Wendy was trying her best to keep things cute after Sherri swooped in to snatch her spot. But now that Sherri has been fired, she is done keeping it staying quiet. She straight up told Sherri to pack her things and leave. People were already speculating that Sherri's show getting canceled had something to do with Wendy's rumored return. But we didn't expect Wendy to start throwing shade this quickly. Like, girl, at least let Sherri enjoy her last moments in peace. And to make matters even worse, Whoopie Goldberg also stepped into the chat and accused Wendy of pulling strings behind the scenes to get Sherri not just kicked out, but blackballed too.
Our show has not been renewed for... I want to be clear. I'm not ready to throw in the towel on this show just yet. I'm not. People don't understand when we are in power, the battles we got to fight that you will never know about. Never. To keep a show on the air, there are things that we have to do that people will tell us. If you want to stay on the air, this is what you got to do. And we got to weigh the options. And sometimes we make bad decisions and we look up and we go, in hindsight, maybe I
mean, let's keep it real. You really think it's a coincidence that Sherri got fired just days after it was announced that Wendy was in talks to come back? Mind you, both of their shows are being run by the same network, and the only reason they even gave Sherri a chance was because Wendy was going off air and they needed a replacement ASAP. Don't let Wendy's illness fool you. She was competitive when she was healthy, and that didn't just go away just because she was locked up in a facility. In fact, if you look at Sherri's numbers, her show is part of the top 3 best-performing daytime shows in the country, so there's really no reason to cancel it, unless, of course, they know they can fix it in another show that'll do better. And what other show can that possibly be if not Wendy's? Exactly. Apparently, Sherri didn't even see this coming because so far as she was concerned, her show was going to be getting renewed. But it turns out that the whole time, the executives at Debmar Mercury were already in active talks with Wendy behind Sherri's back. And if you take a look at the statement they put out when they kicked Sherri out, they didn't give any exact reason for their decision. They just picked the best statement ChatGPT could pull for them and said, yep, that's the one. This decision is driven by the evolving daytime television landscape and does not reflect on the strength of the show, its production, which has found strong creative momentum this season, or the incredibly talented Sherri Shepherd. We believe in this show and in Sherri, and intend to explore alternatives for it on other platforms. Now, while some people were sympathizing with Sherri, others said they didn't feel sorry for her at all, and even dragged her for ever accepting to be Wendy's replacement in the first place. I'm glad Sherri's show is canceled. It never sat right with me how Wendy's show ended without any acknowledgement of what she brought to the show over the years. It kind of left a nasty taste in my mouth how she took Wendy's place.
Really quick, the Sherri show has been canceled. This actually comes after they renewed the show and now they changed their mind. They are making it clear it's not due to production or ratings. They're saying it's due to the TV landscape. Funny because the Kelly Clarkson show got scrapped today too. My grandma loves talk shows, so it's so sad to see them getting canceled. Did y'all even watch this show? I'm not gonna lie, it kind of left a nasty taste in my mouth how she took Wendy's place.
I mean, did they lie? Debmar Mercury threw Wendy under the bus as soon as she got sick, and Sherri was more than happy to watch that happen because she had already been running to multiple networks for a slot, and they all wanted nothing to do with her. Debmar didn't take Sherri on because they believed in her vision. They just needed another black woman to replace the last black woman they had, and Sherri just happened to be there. That's why it's so easy for them to let her go. Mind you, even the way that Sherri made her announcement as Wendy's replacement was shady as hell. She made the announcement right in the middle of Wendy's show. The disrespect?
I have some big news for you. Starting in September, I am debuting my own talk show, Sherri! I have always wanted to do a talk show. Even before I joined The View in 2007, I wanted this job bad. I'm telling you, I call Barbara every day. About 4 years ago, I started telling God, I said, Lord, I want a talk show. And when God says it's so, it will be.
So what Sherri is saying is that God threw Wendy into a guardianship to make way for her to finally have a show? Girl. This is exactly why Wendy didn't hold back when she got the opportunity to get Sherri kicked out in the most humiliating way. Because what do you mean the network renewed it for multiple seasons, then doubled back to throw her out? Yikes. This had Wendy written all over it. And I'm not the only one who seems to think that. I know you see it too. Oh, and can we talk about that video Sherri posted, telling Wendy to sit her sick behind at home and get help instead of trying to compete with her? Yes, she said that. I know. I was gagged too when I came across that while making this video. Sherri really has some nerves, y'all. She made this nasty comment after Wendy admitted on Live with Fat Joe that she was not going to be tuning in to Sherri's show, and she blatantly said no.
Did you hear about Wendy saying she won't be watching your new show? Yeah, I watched Wendy Williams, her Live with Fat Joe. Absolutely did. And I did watch that I did hear Wendy say she will not watch me on the new show. And that's okay. I understand. I'm not mad at Wendy. She's going through a lot. I would say that everybody should be praying for Wendy right now. I'm very concerned. I'm really, truly concerned about her, because I don't feel like there's anybody over there protecting her. And it's really hard when there's no protection around you and you just have people hanging on. So, yeah. But I'm not mad at Wendy because she won't watch my show. If you was worried about everybody that don't like you or not gonna watch you, you'd be I already got a broken shoe. I can't take on no more stress. So, let's see what's going on, child.
But I'm glad that I'm able to talk about when I come back. You know?
Okay, so is there plans for a new show, or are you coming back to the Wendy Williams show?
Back to the Wendy Williams show. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Wow. Because I know they were talking about Sherri Shepherd taking over the show, a new, what?
But I won't be watching her because I know what she's going to be doing, and that's really not my thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, anyway, but I love being on my own show, and I love that people love to watch it, all the time.
Now, the reason Wendy was taking all this personally, and is still taking it personally, isn't just because Sherri snatched her show. It's also because she and Sherri were actually friends at one point, so she was the last person she expected this from. She knew her show was going to get replaced, but she didn't know it was going to be Sherri.
Very funny, Sherri Shepherd. The last time we saw each other, you came to my 50th birthday party. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And thank you. Have you lost more weight?
No, I haven't, girl. It's just Spanx.
Anywho, Sherri knew she was going to be Wendy's replacement and still kept laughing in Wendy's face when she was secretly in talks to replace her. And guess who was there to see all this happen? Whoopie Goldberg. You see, some of y'all don't know this, but Whoopie was actually Sherri's mentor at some point. She was the one who taught her how to host when Sherri joined The View in 2007, before eventually leaving in 2014. Whoopie was like an auntie in my head. She's hard on you, but when she's hard on you, she expects a lot.
This is like just one of the biggest highlights of my life, Whoopie. Being able to sit here and say to you, but you know how much I love you. You know this, and I'm I'm so excited because we decorated our green rooms, and I had the Joan Rivers room, the Lucille Ball room, the Marsha Warfield room, and the Whoopie room.
But the thing is, even though Whoopie was close to Sherri, she was also close to Wendy. So when Wendy started dragging Sherri for trying to replace her, Whoopie was caught in the middle.
Can I just tell you that I love your hair like this?
Thank you.
Yeah, I love the way you look.
Thanks. Whoopie, you know, like I was saying during Hot Topics, and I, always say I've been preparing to turn 50. I'm 49 now, and I know you're not quite 60. But did you find things in life different for you, drastically at 50 versus?
No.
It's unclear whose side she's on, or if she's even on anyone's side at all. But word on the street is she always believed Wendy had a hand in Sherri getting kicked out. I mean, y'all heard Wendy. She didn't take that replacement very well, and even though she tried to keep it cute, it was still clear that she was pressed. As I speak to you, people from Wendy's camp are already confirming the rumors that she got Sherri blackballed. And apparently, she'll definitely be making a return once her guardianship is over. And as y'all know, that is just right around the corner, especially since it was recently found that she is not nearly as sick as her guardian was allegedly making it seem.
My goal right now, and the priority, is to get her back home. Wherever home is, not there, where she can come and go as she pleases.
Right here in New York, where I'm working, and you know what kind of stuff I want to do. As a matter of fact, we just met somebody very familiar with. Well,
she wants to get back to work, and she should get back to work.
Right.
People
And
love
we
her.
miss you.
I get more calls in support of her than I've ever had for any client, ever.
As usual, people had their thoughts, like this person who said, "No disrespect to Sherri, because I realized Debmar Mercury essentially gave Sherri Wendy's contract because she did such a great job filling in. That said, she could never replace Wendy in that morning time slot. No tea, no shade." Another person said, "It's no way y'all feel bad for what happened to Wendy, and then turn around and watch Sherri, who was to replace Wendy with someone more controllable. That's why people are celebrating that in particular." But now I want to know your thoughts. What do you think of Wendy allegedly blackballing Sherri? And do you think Sherri was right to go behind Wendy's back to snatch her show while she was at her worst? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And don't forget to click here to watch this other messy video.